Hey Bingers, thanks for tuning in to Binge Bite 50. Let's do something different for this episode. Here's a question for you. Have you watched Masters of the Air yet? If yes, drop a comment, let us know what you think. If not, my question to you is why? It's an incredible series on Apple TV and centers around two of my favorite historical topics. It's World War II and the B-17. A few years back, I had the chance to see up close a B-17. Here's some of the pictures that I took as I walked through the flying fortress. What struck me was how tight it was inside the plane. At 6'2", I did not have a lot of room to walk through it. The average size of the 10-member crew was 5'7", 127 pounds. And the smallest guy in the crew was the ball turret gunner. By the end of the war, more than 12,700 were built. Its max speed was just under 300 miles per hour at 25,000 feet, and it flew up to 35,000 feet. It was a 4-engine plane with a 2,000-mile distance. Its bomb load depended upon the target and length of the mission. It might carry 40 or so 100-pound incendiary bombs, 24 fragmentation bombs, or maybe two 2,000-pound demolition bombs. The planes were equipped with 13 machine guns. The B-17 did not have a pressurized cabin, so crews had to wear oxygen masks above 10,000 feet. With little heat, crew members wore electrically heated clothing to guard against the high altitude temperatures that reached up to 50 degrees below zero. The average age of the pilot was between 19 and 26 years old. One of the coolest and most guarded pieces of equipment on the B-17 was the Norden bomb sight. It was connected to the autopilot on the plane. The bomb sight was a mini computer that took over the plane during a bombing run, maintaining its airspeed and altitude as the bombardier programmed it with the information about the intended target. Once over the target, the bomb sight would release the bombs. This equipment was so guarded by the Air Force that bombardiers took an oath stating they would protect it with their lives. And the crews who grew to become a tight-knit family always named their planes. Here are a few of those nicknames with the planes themselves. Puddin's Pride. This plane was named after the bombardier's wife, whom he called Puddin. Sunrise Serenade. This was named by the pilot because his mother was a big fan of the Glenn Miller song by the same name. How about the Big Noise? The crew decided on this name because the engines made so much noise when they started, they could not hear themselves. How about a baseball reference? Inside Curve. The plane was named this because the radio operator was a big St. Louis Cardinals fan and knew the inside curve was the hardest pitch to hit. My favorite nickname of a plane that I found was the Duchess of Fubar. I guess the reference in Saving Private Ryan was historically accurate. If you know, you know. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thank a vet.